Good evening,
Yes.
Professor. We are members of group number one, and today we are going to present you our final exam. First of all, we would like to present ourselves, so I'm going to start by myself. My full name is Kevin Josué Layedra Yumbillo. I am 19 years old and I am studying the major of medicine. And I chose this major because when I was a child, I used to be a person who suffered from a lot of injuries. And my mother and me used to spend a lot of hours talking with doctors, taking exams, and waiting for prescription. So now I would like to become a doctor and be capable of help others. And about my hobbies, I can say that I have a lot of ones, but the most important for me now is swimming because it helps me relax. And I'm also into movies, especially those ones that are related with space. So that's why my favorite movie is Interstellar. And I'm currently living in Riobamba, but when I was a child, I used to live in Cuenca, so I consider that this is the most beautiful city here in Ecuador, and that's why in the future I would like to live there.
Hello, Professor. My full name is Antonio Steve Ruiz Garofalo. I am 21 years old. I am from the city of Guaranda, but I currently live in the city of Riobamba. I'm studying pedagogy of physical activity and sport at UNACH. During the week, I work as a trainer at the gym, and on weekends, I help my parents at their cafeteria and also go out with my girlfriend.
Well, now we are going to start with the respective questions. So, Anthony, how do you think older people feel about the modern changes?
I think all older people can have mixed feelings about modern change. Some enjoy technology and new opportunities because they make life easier and more connected. For example, smartphones and video call helps them communicate with family members. However, other older adults might feel uncomfortable because society changes very quickly, especially especially with social media and modern lifestyles. Sometimes they feel that traditional values and custom are disappearing, and in my opinion, it is important for younger generation to respect older people's experience will also helping them adapt to modern change in a positive way.
Yeah, that's right. And what are some taboo conversations topics?
Some taboo conversation topics are politics, religions, salary, and personal relationships because they can create discomfort or arguments. For example, asking someone how much money they earn means in root in many cultures, politics and religion cause also cause conflict because people of the have strong opinions about the subjects. Another sensitive topic is asking very personal questions about someone's appearance or family problems or in professional or formal situations. It is usually better to avoid these conversations unless people know each other well. I think respecting personal boundaries is very important while communicating with others. Jose, how was your day?
Well, thanks for asking. I'm going to talk about you my last Friday because this day was a little bit boring, and I just did some homeworks and attended English classes. So my last Friday started at 6 a.m. because my classes start at 7, I had breakfast, I drank coffee with milk and ate some bread with cheese. Then I took the bus to the university in the morning. I had some classes of physiology, and in that class we learn about the different systems and organs of the body and how they work together. For example, how the heart pumps blood or how the lungs exchange the air. It's a little bit difficult, but very interesting. And after that, I had 2 hours of anatomy practice, which is the best part of the day because we can see real models of bones and muscles. And then after that class, I went back to my home to have lunch with my family. And later in the afternoon, I went to practice swimming because this was a difficult week. And at night, I did some homework for the next week. And that was my last Friday.
Oh, okay. How will people behave if there will no rules?
Um, okay, that's an interesting question. If people didn't consider the rules of the society, we will be in a huge trouble because those rules help us to have a good behavior with others. For example, if there were no rules, for example, in our constitution, there were people who will tend to commit crimes. For example, they will rob a bank or they will murder another people. But this is in an extreme case. But for example, in our homes, if there were no rules, the children will be at home before a lot of hours of the established time. So the parents, we will not have the control of them. So I consider that having rules is very important to have a good behavior, and it's crucial for the society. Thank you very much, teacher. That was our final exam.